Title: The Princess of the Niger *****. In the heart of Nigeria, where the Niger River winds its way through lush forests and golden savannas, there lay the ancient kingdom of Oyo-Ile. The kingdom was known for its rich culture, vibrant markets, and powerful rulers. But it was also known for its tragedies, and none was greater than the story of Princess Adesua, the radiant daughter of the Oba, who died before her wedding day. Princess Adesua was beloved by all. Her beauty was unmatched, her voice like the melody of the river, and her heart as vast as the savannah. She was set to marry Prince Ikenna of the neighboring kingdom of Benin, a union that would bring peace and prosperity to both lands. The people of Oyo-Ile rejoiced, for they believed the gods had blessed the union. But the gods, it seemed, had other plans. One moonlit night, as the kingdom prepared for the grand wedding, Princess Adesua stood on the balcony of the royal palace, gazing at the stars. She was dressed in a flowing white gown, her hair adorned with golden beads. She had always been a dreamer, and that night, she dreamed of the life she would build with Prince Ikenna, a life filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a brighter future. As she stood there, a cool breeze swept through the palace, carrying with it the scent of the forest. Adesua shivered, though not from the cold. She felt a presence, something ancient and powerful, watching her from the shadows. She turned, her heart pounding, but saw nothing. The next morning, the kingdom awoke to a terrible discovery. Princess Adesua was found in her chamber, lifeless. Her body showed no signs of injury, no trace of poison, yet her spirit had departed. The Oba, her father, was inconsolable. The people of Oyo-Ile wept, for their beloved princess was gone. The kingdom plunged into mourning. The wedding drums fell silent, replaced by the somber beats of funeral rites. Prince Ikenna, who had traveled from Benin with gifts and joy, now stood before Adesua's lifeless body, his heart shattered. He vowed to uncover the truth behind her death, for he could not believe it was mere chance. As the days passed, strange rumors began to spread. Some claimed to have seen a shadowy figure near the palace on the night of Adesua's death. Others spoke of an ancient curse, whispered in the darkest corners of the kingdom. The Oba, desperate for answers, called upon the kingdom's most powerful diviner, a wise old woman named Iya Agba. Iya Agba arrived at the palace, her face lined with age and wisdom. She carried a staff carved with intricate symbols and wore a necklace of cowrie shells. She listened to the Oba's plea, then closed her eyes and began to chant. The air grew heavy, and the room seemed to darken as she called upon the spirits. When she opened her eyes, they were filled with sorrow. The princess's death was no accident, she said. She was taken by the spirit of the river, the one who guards the Niger. The spirit was jealous of her beauty and her happiness, for it could not bear to see her wed another. The Oba's face turned pale. "What can we do?" he asked. Iya Agba shook her head. "The spirit's will is strong. But there is a way to honor Adesua and appease the river. You must hold a ceremony at the river's edge, offering gifts and prayers. Only then will her spirit find peace." The Oba agreed, and the kingdom prepared for the ceremony. On the appointed day, the people gathered at the banks of the Niger, their faces somber. Prince Ekena stood at the forefront, holding a golden necklace that had been meant for Adesua. Aya Agba led the prayers, her voice rising and falling like the waves of the river. As the ceremony reached its climax, a strange thing happened. The waters of the Niger grew still, and a mist rose from its surface. From the mist emerged a figure, radiant and ethereal. It was Princess Adesua, her form glowing with an otherworldly light. The people fell to their knees, their hearts filled with awe and fear. Adesua's voice, soft and melodic, echoed across the river. "Do not mourn for me," she said. "I am at peace, for I am one with the river now. But I ask that you remember me, not with sorrow, but with love." Prince Ekena stepped forward, tears streaming down his face. "Adesua," he whispered, "I will never forget you." She smiled, her eyes filled with warmth. "And I will never forget you, Ekena. But you must live, for the sake of our kingdoms. Find happiness, and know that I will always watch over you." With that, her form dissolved into the mist, and the river resumed its flow. The people of Oyo-Il returned to their homes, their hearts heavy but their spirits lifted. They knew that Adesua's legacy would live on, not just in their memories, but in the very waters of the Niger. And so, the kingdom of Oyo-Il found peace, guided by the spirit of their beloved princess. The river, once a source of sorrow, became a symbol of hope and renewal. And though Adesua was gone, her light continued to shine, a beacon of love and resilience for all who called the Niger their home.